You.
Hi. Chris,
Ye.
serious question.
Probably not serious answer.
Should I seriously YOLO it and do the race with no races today or this week?
I mean, the only thing you gotta worry about is plowing with dirty air.
That's what she said.
I mean, as long as you take care of that, and just not sending into turn one like everyone else does. Like,
I mean, I figured if I just went into it and I just like didn't have any expectations, like drove around in the back and then we'll see where I'm at the end, type of thing.
well, it's like one of those things where I'm gonna ride like half a second off the front pack until like there's 10 laps to go in each stage, just because the draft is literally that powerful. It feels like you're just at Talladega. So like the big thing is knowing when you can make a move to the inside on somebody, because that's the only way you're going to pass, unless like they're fall off ridiculously and they're plowing in the center. Then you can just drive around them on the outside in 1 and 2. But other than that, if like the guy behind you, if you're stacked up on somebody and then the guy behind you goes to make a move, as long as you're just like smart enough to, not get yourself turned, that's the biggest thing. Because people, literally, it's so hard to pass. It's not hard to pass. It's just people are just so impatient to pass
Yeah, and
that
that's
they're
the
going
thing I
for
hate
every gap.
about, and I've noticed about that I struggle with large tracks, especially ones that have air. People love to just drive up underneath you. It's like I'm just riding around, and all of a sudden you go in a corner and they're poof, darting in underneath.
And then it's just like if you're leading, you just have to pay attention to if the guy behind you has help or not. If he doesn't have help, there's no way he's going to pass you.
Hi,
And if he
Ed.
does have help, you basically just have to enter turn
What's
one
up,
on
Eric?
the third lane, basically,
So I have an
and
idea
just
for
park it
you.
in the center and keep 30
Oh
nose on
yeah,
his
what's
left
that?
front, and you
I'm
walk out
in
there with the lead.
Discord if you're, or I could go in Chris's or anyone's if you want to talk.
Oh
Like that.
no,
That's
I
why.
just wanted to say you
Like
should
the
open
racing's
up
probably
like
going to look good because there's a bunch of stacking up,
a marijuana
but
shop,
like
and
up
then you should
front,
call it Ed's
and
Edibles.
if you basically get people who know
That's pretty
what to
funny,
do and
actually.
just stay single file in line, it's going to be a boring ass race
Except for I've never
because there's
smoked
just
in my
nothing you
life.
can do.
That's what makes it even more ironic and awesome. Yeah, I may do it. We'll see.
See Max Verstappen wrecked out of the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans.
No, what happened?
He wrecked himself going into the final chicane, getting too greedy, trying to pass a lower class car. He took too much curb and then went into the wall.
Wow.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, they were basically walking away with the whole race. They were like almost a minute ahead of second place.
I mean, really, it just shows how easy it is to make a mistake.
But I don't think Lando was racing there with them tonight. But I know Max Benecke was on his team too. And I think Josh Rogers must have like some sort of contract with VRS to where like he has to race Porsche stuff because he's doing he's obviously running the Porsche in the lower class. That's going on R Factor too.
Man, I've been off on my throttle control all day. Like, giving it too much throttle on the exit of corners, and I don't know what it is.
Talking about from Texas or just anywhere?
Just anywhere. I've been running a lot of the Daytona practice, the 24-hour.
Well, I know something big with that car is like you don't want to mess with like the throttle. Well, you don't want to mess with the traction control too much, like how Jeff was the other day. Like every corner he was coming off of, you could hear the traction control gauging because that's actually slower. But I mess with the throttle shape because that should basically like, you can put in 100% throttle, but basically the shape of the throttle has changed, so the car inputs the throttle a little less. I don't know which way is which, but I know that's what it does.
I did not know that. Let me try some. It's too bad I can't like visualize like how it responds.
Yeah, so like try and like think of like a throttle pedal, like looking at it from the side, like one that's like floor mounted. Basically you push it down, it's got a certain angle that the potentiometer goes down. Just imagine it very slightly changing the angle of it so that like you push it down, it goes to like 90%-ish. That's what I kind of think it is, but I'm pretty sure like in iRacing it's still going to read your throttle at 100%. I think it's more computer controlled than literally something changing.
Yeah, I'm playing with it now to see what it...
I just remember last year when people were talking about it, they were talking about not messing with the traction control as much, but messing with the throttle shape.
Yeah, I mean, I got the traction control on 3, so, I mean, there's not a whole lot of traction control on it, and I don't like to run a whole lot. I figured I can adjust anything in my throttle on exit of corners more than and better than what the traction control can do. Now the ABS, I do have that set quite high. I'd rather slam on the brake and know that it's gonna do something.
And I know some wheels are different, but depending on what wheel you got, you should be able to make a setting so like you can feel ABS in your wheel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. I've never really messed with the settings on the wheel, so I don't know how to quite adjust that. I just go into in-car adjustments and adjust it. I think one of the things I felt like with any of the setups that we've ran is, and it's something I've been trying to figure today, but the throttle control issue's been kind of creeping up on me, is smoothness. Like, when I go into the corner, I'm trying to throw the car into the corner, and I can feel, it's kind of like one of those things, you're using slip angle, right? You're throwing the car into the corner, you're getting the back tires and the front tires both to kind of start sliding rather than getting grip. And I've noticed that if I slow down more and take the corner slower and maintain grip, that I can get more speed on exit.
Yeah, because especially in an endurance race, you're going to be asking too much of the tires.
Yeah, and that's the key. Is I've gotten to the point to where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not going for the fastest lap. It's 24 hours. I mean, it's literally 24 hours.
It's literally just about being consistent, because one fuck up and all the time you spend pushing is just out the window.
Clear on the left.
That's rude. You can't pass me.
Ready, dog.
My tires definitely aren't warm.
Did you blow on them a little bit?
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Excuse me.
They're as cold as ice.
Yeah, I found certain things like if I'm in the corner and I start getting on the throttle and I have a little bit, I sense a little bit of step out I can get the RPMs up just a little bit with the throttle, and then I can shift it mid acceleration, just shift, which is nice because you know with the Cup cars, for example, you can't do that. You have to let off. Well, here you can just shift. So, and it shifts so well that it just kind of helps the car settle when you do it. You're immediately changing, so there's less rotation in the rear wheel. Or the torque curve is a lot different.
Start
Actually, Ed, you should make a fake company and call it Ed's
looking
Edibles
for your
and
sign.
use that as your sponsor.
5.
Trying to concentrate here.
Gotta go. Have a good one.
See you later, Eric.
I'm gonna jump in with you.
All right. There's a bunch of people in here now just because they're doing the 7:30.
My boss is on right now. I can see his name, and he's in an IMSA practice. It's weird to know your boss iRaces. Kind of cool though too.
Is he better than you though?
Hell no. Then again, I don't feel really good right now either. I can say this. I put in more practice. He did beat me at Daytona one time, though. I got wrecked out. It's not letting me join the damn thing. What the hell's going on? I got a Twitch stream up too now.
While you're streaming?
Yeah.
Got my mount for my GoPro coming in tomorrow, or Monday rather. So hopefully I'll have that all up running by next Saturday.
Nice. So you spent a lot. How much are GoPros? They're pretty expensive now, aren't they?
I've had it for a while. It's a Hero 8. Just never really used it.
I thought about I found a way. Potentially, I've seen like little things that shows that I can do it, where I can take an old cell phone and upload the video file to it, where it'd show like the screens and everything. Like my computer screens and whatnot.
Right.
Or, I mean, it'd show whatever I
So
pointed the
you
camera at, but...
Yeah, something so like you can remote control it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from what I saw, and I haven't tried to upload it or put it into the Streamlabs, but you can type in like the IP address to the device, and it'll upload that stream to the stream. It'll stream. Because I can't see. I don't want to go out and buy something if I don't have to, like a camera or something. Like, I would think that you should be able to do all the same stuff with an Android, right? I mean, they got decent cameras on them and everything. So have you made a whole lot of changes to your set?
Biggest thing I did was go up on the right rear spring. I've made subtle changes with the spring purchase.
When you get a chance, would you be willing to share that when you're off?
Fuck off the track, loser.
Bert and Ernie, you're the one. Do you know him?
No.
Keith, I got a 4X through there. I don't know if I got damage or
Oh,
not.
he was just
Let me
sitting
know if
there,
you want
wasn't he?
Yeah. For a couple laps. I think I killed a shit though. Yes, I did.
No, you seem good.
There you go. Right. I shared it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, he's still fucking there at the bottom of the track.
Yeah, his ignition's off. I don't know if he knows it. Yeah, give me a second. I'll go out there with you. I just want to see how long this dude's been sitting out there. Yeah, he's just been rolling, trying to wreck people. Alright, I'm coming out. It plows on the first lap. You come back to 1 and 2.
Oh, I'm way behind you.
I saw that.
Can't stop down low. Go high.
Fourth gear, right?
Yeah, did you spin? I came back on the pit road. Oh, there you go.
Go high. Go high.
The same person can. There. Typical Rico.
So if you're riding with somebody in front of you, basically your only goal is to keep your left front in clean air.
Car inside. Still there. Clear.
God, I hate this. Yep, see, there you go. Got one just dives right up underneath me.
Clear.
Like, I didn't even let off by the time he got up behind me. Or got up underneath me.
Yeah, it's just the drag these cars produce.
Yeah, but they just... I don't know. I hate it. Like, there's... I mean, then I question whether or not they should have even tried to pass me. And at that point, it's like, well, I'm going to end up running into a lot of times during the race, because I would consider that a dive bomb any other.
Car outside.
That's rude. That's a dive bomb.
Clear inside.
Douche. Magoosh. Sorry. I'm... Damn. I'm
Your car's too much damage. We've got to fix it.
Hold the tow button.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I promise.
What'd you do?
Every which way.
Why
Every
wouldn't
time
you
I
just
I
tow
kept
it?
getting hit. I know, but
Tow it,
I couldn't.
forehead.
Every time I would like hold it, it was like every time I'd hold it, it wouldn't go, and then I'd get hit before I could get out of the car.
Oh, that's funny.
It was just a shitty place to be, like continuously sliding.
Alright, I did another click of crossweight. Did you already go back out?
Nope, I'm pulling out now. Are you on the pit road there?
Yeah, I'm still in my box. I really need to recalibrate my pedals after this. Because I noticed, like when I was first initially touching the throttle, it wasn't detecting it. And then when I was I was getting 100% prematurely, but now I realize why.
That's what she said.
Because I'm 100% throttle and I'm not getting there in sim.
Huh, so it's not accurate?
Yeah.
Or it's not, what you're pressing
my
is not what...
Yeah, what I'm pressing is not registering, so I think it's just the sensor in the pedal is going bad. Because like if I push it extra hard, it goes up, but yeah.
Hey, next time we go through turn 1, let me know when you're letting off, and let me know when you're getting back on.
Alright, well I'm not like getting off completely.
Okay, well let me know when you're dropping you know what I mean.
Yeah, for you it'll probably be a little earlier just because you got dirty air. Go in, lift it off now. Slowly get back to it, get to the bottom now, back to it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I'm still.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. It's just like it was, I think the last time I remember. I mean, with the other car, it's just, these cars have no, what feels like suspension movement. There's no swaying, there's no nothing, it's just there's grip. I'm definitely looking forward to Gateway.
You do have to watch, like when, what's it called? You're really stacked up. Because people will like crack out of the throttle in fucking 3 and 4. Just because if you're right on somebody's bumper going into 3 and 4, you can plow a little bit. So like if somebody's on your outside or if you're trying to push somebody past someone else, and if they're on their door tight, then yeah.
Yeah, so if we're in this race and I'm running, don't be a teammate to me. I'm just going to say that, because I'm not going to be able to help you or put you guys in the right positions that you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably in the best position to learn right now. It's just what you have to do in dirty air. See how you plow there?
Yeah. But I also didn't lift. I kind of managed it enough to... I keep lifting in this corner by habit. There, I can't turn.
Yep.
I was telling Kenny the other day, you know what I really miss? Oh, push. Damn. I miss the old Daytona where you actually pushed to win. Like you can get 3 cars locked together and then you get up to the bumper and you lock on and you just go faster. Like there's no like multifunctional aero type of stuff. I don't know if I've worn out my right front, but I'm having trouble keeping up here. Why'd you hit the Red Bull guy?
I'm loud. I wasn't expecting the guy in front of me to miss the corner.
You rolled.
You knocked your wheels out of alignment.
I did not expect that to happen. Hey, what were your tire? Well, no. 97 on the left front.
What are your temperatures though?
223 left front, 247 right front, 261 right rear.
I did not lift enough.
What were yours at?
$99, $99, $252, $264.
So yours were up higher. I gotta look at that.
Also did
Because
some sliding there though.
there's just some it's just odd to me.
Sorry about that. Ran you over.
Oh, no problem. I got loose.
Oh yeah, Juan Pablo Montoya was running this still.
The Texas?
No, the 24.
Oh, you're still watching it.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna show you something. If I can get it working. Hang on. Where is everything? I know you're probably in the car. You can wait until you're out.
No, I'm out. I just see your mouse.
What? Oh, it's probably because I'm streaming on the thing. Hang on here. Let me share the screen. All right. So right here, and I'm almost thinking it's because of how I'm entering the corner, but it's like my mind goes into this corner and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to let off. And immediately what ends up happening is you guys have a much different angle going on and you're able to pull on me there. And I can't, at that point, I assume, maybe that is the air that you're talking about.
Yeah, dirty air.
So I guess I have to prevent myself from putting myself in that position right here.
Well, there it shouldn't affect you as much.
But
Go
it
back,
does.
like play it at speed though. Yeah, I think you get out of it just a little too late.
Okay, so that's it then.
Because we're going 180. Yeah, keep going. You can just play it. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. But
I wouldn't think so, but you guys just have that. You had that arc, and it went straight down, and you can see once we get down to the corner, I'm pushing right here, and then at the same
Hold
time
on.
slowing down.
What number? You're 95, right?
Yeah. And I mean, maybe the fact that you guys are lined up, 1, 2, 3 may have play into that a little bit. But I would expect that. I guess the thing that confuses me on that is the push. It just, when I enter the corner, it doesn't do what I'm expecting it to do.
Yeah. So let me see your thing again. So like, I'm watching from like my view. Like I'm off. I'm like half throttle, half throttle. Yeah, I'm like half throttle off of it. Yeah, so
See, Kenny told me to do that was to let off, like,
yeah,
and
so as
that
soon
would
as I start
help
turning
set the
in,
car.
Yeah, as soon as I start turning in off the wall, I go to half throttle.
So I'm doing it
When
probably
I'm that
late then.
uptight. Yeah, when I'm that uptight in by dirty air. So like also with the draft, you're also like 3 miles an hour faster entering the corner than what we were. So like go back to like where we were at the wall. I think it was like 181. Yeah, I blinked to 182. I think we were like 184. 183. Yeah, so right around here I'm lifting off as I'm coming down.
I definitely waited too late then.
Yeah, so I never come
'Cause I
100%
mean-
off.
When you look at it from,
So yeah, it's like two different things
I'm
there. Why you're
lifting at
not
the
getting
Cup
the angle.
Series.
Yeah, one, you drive in a little too far, and then two, you come off of it kind of like all at once.
Yeah,
so
look at that.
all
I'm
the weight
pulling away
goes
from the
forward.
98 on entry there, and then
Yeah, like all the way till I get just before that white line, like just when I start sticking my nose out is when I go back full throttle. Like I'm half throttle all the way as we're coming down the track. And then once my nose gets into clean air is when I'm going back to full throttle.
yeah, and see, I had that down when I was following you, right there, because I'd go in, and maybe when I was following you, I did a lot better. Like I would let off all the way, give it half throttle, then I'd go in. So I see what you're saying. I'm definitely keep staying in the throttle too long on that entry, because then you pull up just a little bit, then I kind of creep back in the middle of that corner.
And that's the only thing you got to worry about here at this track, is because you'll get people who do drive it in deeper just to get underneath you.
I probably need to change the logo on my hood for tonight, because it won't look very good for a back fielder.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'll be riding around with Paul.
The only thing I don't like about this this stream for this 24 they got there, they have a tendency to leave the overall standings up, which obviously just covers all the LP2s.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing I don't
GT
like about
coverage
the
at all.
24 hours. It's like, well, who's the winner? I mean, obviously, you can't beat an LMP with the GT3. It's just not going to happen. So it's not a race. Those cars aren't racing. So I guess that's one thing I don't like, is I don't like an overall standings. Like, why is there an overall standings? You know what I mean? I didn't have the mic thing, but that's one thing I don't like. It's one thing I don't like about them, is they have they have an overall standings. Like, I don't understand why. Because there's no way. I mean, it's a different class, period. There's no way a GT3 or a GTE or GTD or whatever they are is going to beat an LMP. It's just not going to happen. So you're pretty much set for a loss with anything other than an LMP. I mean, I guess that's just a moral or a
Yeah,
kind
I
of the
mean,
way I
like,
look
I
at it
wish
type
they
of thing.
just had, like, maybe the top 10 of each class up, because, like,
Yeah.
they're showing the top 18, but it's all LMP cars.
Yeah, they should just have one. Well, I mean, multiple
Like,
classes,
yeah,
but
just show the
instead of
top 10
doing
of
one.
each.
Yeah.
Because the only thing is annoying about it is, like, they have a tendency to just leave up the overall standings, and they hardly ever go to the GT standings.
What's that stream on?
Traction GG. I think I shared it in the general.
Here, let me go look for it.
Oh no, that's Jimmy's broadband stream.
What'd
Yeah,
you
look
do,
up
Eric?
24 hours of Le Mans virtual.
What are you watching the replay of?
His first practice is all week.
Oh, no.
Dude, I did 4 races last night. Only one of them I left in positive I rating. I won a race, but I got black flag for passing the pace car on the final
Terrible.
restart.
Terrible. Was it a glitch, or did you actually pass it?
We're still debating that, because you'll see tonight, if you pay attention to where the pace car pulls off, you'll notice here that there's an orange commitment cone, and I'm guessing that signifies the beginning of pit road. Well, the pace car pulls off, there's a solid white line that runs through 3 and 4. If pace car pulls off at, like, there's a 3 dash, a 2 dash, and then a 1 dash for entry pit road. Let me see, let me share my screen.
Because the rule is, on iRacing at least, if the
Pace car.
once the pace car pulls off, it's go time.
So like, if you see like where my car is now, around here-ish is where the pace car pulls off. So around here-ish. So I fired. And by the time I got here, I was in front of the pace car. Well, the pace car was just about right here, right when I passed it. So I got to here, and it said passing the pace car. So if that is the case, that the pace car needs to be on pit road past this commitment cone, pace car shouldn't be pulling off until like right here. You know, make that hard turn.
Well, they broke something because I was getting, even riding in the back, I was just getting phantom damage. Every time I pitted, I had something to repair. I couldn't figure out what it was. They have something going on, whether it's glitching issues or... But the rule is, as soon as the stupid pace car pulls off, it's go time.
Yeah.
I was ghosting, and every time I was ghosting, I was just running straight into you, and that's where your damage came from.
Screw
with
you, Eric.
iRacing, I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
No, I was getting like 2 or 3 seconds every freaking pit stop. I have no idea where it was coming from, unless I was clipping the grass and it was damaging my spoiler. That's the only thing I could think of. But
No. There ain't no fucking spoiler that close to the ground to damage.
yeah, every freaking pit stop. I don't know. Yeah, you did watch it, Chris. This is gonna be freaking nuts. I don't know if I want to. I could have gotten away. We could have gotten away with racing up front on Thursday. I don't know if we could get away with it with these guys.
I told Eric I'm riding like half a second off the main pack until there's 10 to go on the stage.
Thing is, you get these massive freaking runs, and people don't know what to do with it, and they just you either
Well, that's what I was
block
telling
it
Eric.
or